But, when I first got into network marketing, the horse in the stable, I appreciate you. When I first got into network marketing back in 2013, I was just learning everything about the industry, everything about the profession. And I remember seeing Julian Kushner post a video of NES VASQUEZ, one of his leaders in a completely different company, completely different thing. And, NES was somebody that was from New York, New Jersey, and that's where I was, right? And so I really, saw NES. I'm like, man, this guy's cool. He's got it. And, fast forward a couple years later, NES joins I Am Mastery Academy. He's down here in Miami. We met up. He came over to Matthew Rose and I had an apartment, had a house in Coral Gables. NES came over to mastermind with us, and I drove him back to downtown Miami that night. And, NES was actually not even ready to have that baby boy yet, but was getting ready for it. He was getting ready to go next level, and he was really at a point where he was stuck. And, I always think back and acknowledge that moment because, sometimes guys, we're on the other side of this call and we see Nathan Samuel, the Chairman 100. We see Matthew Rosa, the Chairman 500, right? We see NES, successful, trader. We can't talk about money and stuff like that, but NES is a successful trader, one of the founders of HFX, who just yesterday, they hit 20,000 customers on HFX. Bro, that is insane, okay? Insane. 20,000 customers subscribed to HFX. You guys are doing amazing things. So NES, my brother, the floor is yours. The next 15 minutes are dedicated to you. Let's get it.
Sheesh. I'm trying to start my video, but I can't, brother. If you could, let's see.
Done. You're on.
All right, perfect. All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people? First and foremost, shout out to Jason Brown and Matt Rosa for absolutely holding it down. We couldn't do this event out here in New York, but we're giving you the value now. All the chairmen, all the educators that provided value. Shout out to all you guys together. We make the ultimate team in the Forex industry. So I'm happy and I'm grateful to be here right now. And if you got some love for HFX, we just crossed 20,000 members. Type HFX gang in the chat for me one time. HFX gang in the chat for me one time. I greatly appreciate that. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to share my screen. I prepared a slideshow for you guys to really give you the visuals, all right? Because I believe when I'm speaking life into people, I want to also be able to provide the visuals, because according to the cone of learning, you're only going to retain about 10% of what you hear. You're going to retain more based on what you see, and even more based on what you do. So I want you to learn with the intention to teach, all right? So I'm going to put this on full screen right now, okay? Here we go. All right, so basically what I want to touch on is operating at a higher frequency as a trader, okay? Operating a higher frequency, right? Now, I do want you to learn with the intention to teach. See, bottom line is we are in the business of teaching financial literacy, which is so important because right now there's too much ignorance happening today. And a great example of that is everyone panicking because of the pandemic, right? Of what's going on. So people don't know what to buy. They're just buying up everything. All the shelves are gone. Businesses are going down. Customers are afraid to go outside. There's a lot of ignorance going on, especially financial ignorance. See, here's the thing. Most people are caught up in the money game, right? They're caught up in paying for their debts. They're caught up in paying for all this stuff, but really all they're doing is paying interest, right? At the end of the day, they are financial slaves. Most people are financial slaves, okay? So I'm going to remove myself, all right, from this screen so I could see the whole screen over here. 3 types of income, guys: active, passive, portfolio. I'm going to speed through this thing, so I really want you, if you can, screenshot whatever, record this, whatever the case may be. I know Jason Brown, Matt Rosa is recording. 3 types of income: active, passive, portfolio. I got some good news for you. We're part of I Am Mastery Academy. We can take advantage, okay, of generating cash flows on all these 3 different types of income. Active income, enrollments. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about trading. Live trading, all right? That's such a huge deal. We have Go live sessions where you can actually trade to get paid. You can trade to get paid. The other thing is passive income. You're able to generate a residual income through this and portfolio income. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? As a trader, okay, you are building your portfolio up. You see, before I actually got into this company, I was already educating myself in regards to financial literacy. So on my trading account, I don't see it like a bank account for me to just withdraw and spend money really quickly. I see it as a portfolio. I'm working on my net worth. There is a bigger play out here. In New York, I'm connected to several different hedge funds, CEOs and all that. And you know what? They make sure they keep everything in their portfolio. Okay, and if they're liquid, they can pull out at any time. But they're not out here splurging out of control. They're out here putting money into assets. You can take advantage of everything here at IM Academy. Doesn't matter if it's FRX, DCX, HFX, whatever the case may be. You get to choose your weapon, right? And this is very important. Now, us traders, we have the edge over everyone else. If you ever look at the news, if you really pay attention to the news, no one is talking about, all right, that the stock market is a great place for you to make money. Forex is a great place for you to make money. As a matter of fact, all you see is panic all the time. Or Bitcoin just dropped this much, right? Or the stock market is crashing, right? But they don't ever tell you that in every disaster, there's opportunity, right? We all know the basic point of trading. It's just like real estate. Buy when it's low, sell when it's high. We all know that. So we as traders, we have an edge over everyone else because when it comes to trading, when it comes to knowing what's going on in the markets, we have the know-how. We have access to the educators. We are in with the insiders, basically, right? Now, there's two ways to trade the market. You can either be pips-based, all right, which is the generic way how most people trade Forex, or you could trade Forex based on time. And this is when HFX comes into play. But my question is right now is what type of trader are you? Okay, what type of trader are you? We have different educators here. We have different tools that you could use to dig for digital gold, which is digital profits, right? We have all these types of different things that you could diversify into whatever. I recommend you focus on one before you move to another. But what type of trader are you? Are you fast-paced? Are you slower-paced? All right, do you panic when it comes to scalping? Are you more of a swing trader? Whatever your style is, what type of trader are you, right? When it comes to HFX specializes in time-based trading, binary options, right? And also hyperscalping. In some countries, they can't actually trade binary options because they're going through some regulations. So before it comes out again, all right, there's got to be a lot of different government regulations. But binary options is becoming more and more popular. Some countries see it as a monster they can't control. So they're placing more regulations on it before it's launched again. Now, in HFX, it's a three-step approach, just like every other package that we have here in IM. HFX Academy. This is where you're going to learn every single thing, all right? You're going to learn all the videos. Don't sleep on that. See, a lot of times when I come across an HFX student, they're asking me a bunch of questions that were already answered in the HFX Academy. Use these systems. Use these systems. It's going to give you an edge over everyone else who don't have it. HFX Go Live, okay? Yes, jump into HFX Go Live, start learning, all right, how we live trade off the bat. You see, in the academy, you're going to learn the knowledge, right? But on Go Live, you're going to learn how we as the educators actually apply the knowledge. So you'll get more of a real life learning experience. But if you haven't gone through the HFX Academy, you're going to be a little lost, all right, when you first go on the Go Lives, right? Now, HFX strategies, this is when now you are becoming a trader where you're a little more independent and now you're relying on the strategy software. In HFX, we have Liberty. Next to come out is Freedom, which is going to be an app on your phone. It's going to kind of work like swipe trades. You can get binary alerts on your phone, and that's from Sylvia, right? And there's so much more in store. But the strategy software is going to allow you to basically see what the educator is seeing before you take a trading opportunity for yourself, right? Now, this is how you understand the software and the scanners. Very simple. You're going to log into the center. You're going to click on strategies over to the left-hand side. You're then going to click on HFX Academy, click on the Liberty app if you're going to use the Liberty app. So it's really simple, right? If you want the manual trade ideas, there's a little light bulb, okay, over to the left-hand side. You're going to click on that. You're going to get all the trade ideas coming from our team of international binary experts who are at the top of the top, all right, with the broker platforms that they're using. So these are no joke individuals placing trade ideas all the time for you guys. Now, you see the way the trade ideas are set up. It has take profit, stop loss, whatever. Don't get caught up in all of that. This is binary options trading. Are the positions good for Forex as well? Yes, it is, but the focus is binary options in HFX, or hyper scalping if you can't trade binary options, right? So how can you locate the strategies? Just simply click on strategies. You're going to see the drop down. You're going to see all the different strategy scanners that we have. You're going to learn the tools of the trade. You're going to learn how to operate these tools. You're going to learn how to actually look at the charts, all right? Look at the scanners, follow the confirmations, and be able to basically place some highly targeted trading opportunities. All right, so we got the simple scalper, we have the web slinger, we have the pickpocket. So the basic difference between all of these scanners is simply this: simple scalper works best when the market is consolidating, basically moving up and down between support and resistance. Very simple. Simple scalper works well in that. Get your confirmations, you'll be good to go. The web slinger works well when the market is trending. So in binary options, yes, you can take advantage of some quick scalps, but you can also take advantage in swing trade. You see, your time expiration doesn't have to be 5 minutes, 15 minutes. Your time expiration, as a matter of fact, could be 5 hours. It could be the next day. It could be the next week. It could be the next month. This is basically trading Forex with time expiration, just to clear up the difference between generic Forex trading, pips-based trading, and time-based trading with binary options. Okay, so the Go Live setup. If you are a trader here, we highly recommend that you set up a trade station for yourself, right? Because we are in the business of trading. How serious are you going to take it? If you treat it like a business, it's going to pay you like a business. So you're going to have the HFX software. You're going to have access to the live trading interfaces. And if you can basically have dual monitors, or maybe just a phone and a laptop, or whatever, it's going to be much more easier for you to trade, because remember, binary options is very time-based. It's hypersensitive to a millisecond. So if you're a couple of seconds off, that can mean a big deal. So you want to be able to be, fast reacting if you are going to take 1 minute, 2 minute trades with me, right? Doesn't have to be 1 or 2 minutes. You're going to learn the strategy so you can take longer time expirations. But I'm just giving you an idea. How serious are you going to take it, right? So there's 10 reasons why you should trade binary options, right? Number one, it's simple and easier to understand. Binary, meaning two, right? Binary options, up or down. That's your only choices, right? That's it, up or down. Number two, results by prediction. That's it, not by pips. So if I place a buy right now and the market is anywhere above my buy entry by the time expiration, I win the trade. I'm done. I secure the bag and I'm gone, right? Number three, you're able to maximize your time. All right, you're able to literally set your hours of operation for trading binary, get in and out of the market with the bag. Of course, you're going to trade responsibly. I'm not saying for you to just dive in there and just kind of go in there with no direction. But what I am saying is this does give you some time advantage. Number four, it's easier to swing an intraday trade. Again, all you have to do is place a time expiration. This is not by pips. Number five, you can hyper scalp in a matter of seconds. Some brokers allow you to have an expiration time of 30 seconds. So if you want to take advantage of a fast move, you definitely can do that. So you can hyper scalp in a matter of just a couple of seconds, right? Number six, know what you're risking. You know what you're risking. You choose by dollar amount, not lot size, no calculations. You can choose by dollar amount how much you're willing to risk for the position you're about to take. Number seven, you know exactly what your reward would be. So this does two things, guys. Number one, you know exactly what you're risking. This is good for risk management. But number two, you know what your reward will be if you win the trade, right? So this is good in terms of account growth strategies, right? Number eight, Forex, crypto, commodities, and indices. You can trade it all on binary options, guys. Remember, binary options is just a style of trading, up and down with a time expiration. That's really it. Number nine is a shorter learning curve. It's so much easier for the average person to come, set up, start to trade, to get paid, learn, earn as they go. Very, very simple. Number 10, we have several different compound techniques that you can learn on the Go Live Academy. So one of my inspirations is Grant Cardone. He has a 10X formula. So I developed the HFX, all right, the HF 10X formula. And it's simply this, guys. If you stick to 2 sessions a day, right? Whether that's New York session, or Tokyo session, or London session, Sydney session, whatever the case may be. If you choose 2 sessions a day, okay, and you focus on achieving a 5% target, okay, for the next 25 days, you're going to get through 50 sessions. And that is the formula to basically 10x any account. So this is the formula that we use to help people go from $500 to $5,000 back when we had the challenge. We can't do none of those challenges now. But I'm giving you a very, very simple system that you can use to help compound your account. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how much you make. It's about how much you keep. Right? So this is going to help you keep a little bit more. Some people are like, why should I go for 5% when I go for 10%, 20%? Whatever your target is, you got to be willing to lose in case your nights don't go too well. Right? So remember, respect the game or the game is going to disrespect your broker account. Now, your teachability quadrant is simply this, right? Okay. Number one, all right, you're going to basically come across people who don't buy the idea. You're going to share this opportunity with people. You're going to share HFX with people. You're going to have students on your team that's just not going to apply, right? They just don't buy it. They just bought in just to support somebody, right? So they're not real students. This is about how to manage your time with people who are basically worth having your time, right? Oh, all right, people that are observers, all right, they want to go into the Go Live sessions. They just want to observe. They just want to see the action, but they don't want to take part of the action, okay? Those who are infrequent, they're like a submarine. They're here today, they're gone tomorrow, right? And then they reappear like 6 months from now. They're very inconsistent. They're very inconsistent, little focus and very little effort. So they're doing something, but they're not doing what they absolutely have to do to succeed at a higher frequency level, right? Teachable, people who are all in, all right? People who run the play, as Justin Owen says, right? People who actually get it and they apply, all right, what they're being taught. Now, if you knew better, you do better. I believe in that, all right? There's so many different 4-step systems out there. Okay, and in different ways, if you knew this stuff, you would just naturally do better. I'm not going to explain all of this right now, but what I will say is that the more you know, the more you can grow. Basically, trading is now your business. Treat it like a business. It'll start paying you like a business. So you have all of the resources. You got all the resources here. So what you need to do, and I'm going to close off with this because I just wanted to be quick and surgical with this, right? You need to acquire the fire, okay? It all starts with a spark. When you got started in this business, someone gave you a little spark for you to get started in this business. The more engaged you are with IM, the more that's going to develop into a flame. That's having an ember of excitement, and that radiates to everyone else. Now you're becoming a fire. A fire is starting to spread even more, even bigger, and then you become a flame. When you become a flame, everybody knows your name. Because what's the quickest way to generate? What's the quickest way to get attention? Set yourself on fire. What that means is be excited about something. Be absolutely fired up about something. I'm sweating right now because I'm excited. Every time I get on here, I'm excited to talk about what we got going on over here because we know how it's going to change lives. You're now going to become a roaring blaze. So that way you can lead all the other sparks. Now they have a path that they can follow. And I tell my students this, I don't care if you're the top 10 traders. I don't care if you're the top 10 binary options traders in the world. Okay, I don't care. All right, if I'm number 11, I don't care if all my students are in the top 10. If I'm number 11, I'm okay if all of my students are in the top 10 binary options traders in the world, right? So let's break down FIRE, F-I-R-E. This is about finding financial independence and retiring early. Guys, I've been retired since the age of 27. I'm 34 now. Okay, it's been 7 years since I've been financially independent. Business goes up and down here and there, but I've been able to maintain myself. And even when I was in a rut, I was able to generate a new skill set of trading to go build myself back up. So if you need to borrow money to pay for this monthly fee, if you need to borrow money to get started in this business, do it. Because it may be the very last time you ever have to borrow money again. So acquire the fire so you can find financial independence and you can retire early, because this is not about the money. This is about the time. This is about the time that you're going to have. All right. Time is the one thing we can never get back. But if you acquire the fire, okay, you're going to buy your time back, while everyone else has about 30, 20 years to go, 40 years to go before they can retire with a shitty paycheck. Because here's the thing, pensions are pinch-ins. You're only making about a pinch compared to what you used to make when you were actively working. So are you playing the game at a high level? Are you playing the game with the Mamba mentality? Shout out to Kobe, right? Are you really Are you really engaged with this? Are you really serious? All these people come up to me and they're like, Ness, how can I take it to the next level? The first step is get serious, right? Oh, you know, I blew several accounts. Congratulations, you earned a stripe. Now you're a little more experienced. So go out there in the field and now do better. That's it. All right. If you blew an account, fine. That's cool. Keep going. If you're going to go through hell, keep going through it. At least get a reward from it, because let me tell you what's going to happen. People who come into the game and they quit really quickly, guess what? The same effort that they took to quit and go back to the bullshit that they're going back to is going to be the same effort required for you to actually see it through. 6 figures is cool. 6 figures is a new full-time income. 7 figures is the new 6 figures. So come get you some. Acquire the fire. I'm out. Thank you so much, Jason Brown. Back over to you.
Oh my God!